What you're about to see on here is excerpts from the first documentary ever made with a camera. In the 1920s, the earliest documentary on YouTube. You can check it out. This is just parts of it. And I want to show you something at the end of it. I'm going to talk about why I've shown it to you. Now, I watched this whole film from start to finish, and I didn't see anybody say no in the whole film. I didn't see anybody stop anybody else from doing anything or get upset about anything, because all these people on this film, the whole day, they were filming the whole day, every single one of them must have thought that everything was perfect. And it was certainly happening automatically. If you saw that guy climbing up that tree, my God, like some kind of a worm. And so this comes to my philosophy. It's not my philosophy, it's just a philosophy really. Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher, also shared my understanding on this philosophy, is that everything's perfect and it's happening automatically. So the same as you can't stop time from moving forward, you can't stop the universe from being the way it is. It is just the way it is. And so it's futile really to bash your head against it with the idea that things might be different from what they are. You know, the Native Americans had a very important saying, and that was that everybody has their own way and you can't interfere with it. And anybody who interfered with anybody's way was quickly dispatched. For example, if they were having a meeting in the tent and somebody was speaking and somebody else spoke out of turn, that was a crime. You could get killed for that. And it was to show disrespect to the speaker. And with this kind of philosophy, where everybody is respecting everybody else, what happens in the end is there's no disagreement with anybody. Everybody is in full agreement with what's going on. Everybody knows that it's all unchangeable, and it's just best to get on with it and enjoy it. Now, this documentary is about Samoa, but you know, this isn't even a time in Samoa when they were completely natural. It's 20 years or so, maybe 30 years later than that, because at the turn of the century, at the about 1890, 1900, something like this, the Americans and the Germans fought a terrible war over Samoa and ended up splitting it into German Samoa and American Samoa. Now the German half is independent, but the Western Samoa half, of course, is still owned by the Americans. But so this is 20 years, this movie was made in 1920, 20 years into this period. But of course, a lot of things haven't changed at this time in the villages and that, so you're actually seeing this kind of lifestyle now. But if you go and watch the movies now of the Samoan village life, you'll see a sadness in the people, and they're much the same as the rest of the Western people, probably worse actually. And so what we've lost is this understanding that these people had, that everything's perfect and happening automatically. And so I'm going to be harping on about these kind of philosophies in some of my videos. It's not a big thing of what I'm doing, but just to explain to you. And so where there's anything to do with this kind of philosophical rambling that I might go on, what I've done is I've put it all in one playlist called The Philosophy of Perfection. And if I make any videos that have anything like that in, I'll just link them into that playlist. So if you want to watch all those philosophical pieces, you can see them all together. That was the idea behind it. And I needed to make this one video because I tried to go into YouTube and just change the title screen of the video, of the playlist, but you can't change the playlist. You have to change, you can only change the screen, what do you call it? The thumbnail. You can only change the thumbnail of an individual video, so I had to make this video to actually be able to change the thumbnail of my playlist and move it. I only do that by moving it to the front of the playlist. It will change the thumbnail. Okay, enjoy. Oh, and I better tell you how to find this video because it's not that easy. It says it's called Moana, 90-year-old film of Samoa, back to life, 1926. So if you search for that, you should get Moana. You should find it fairly easily.